Let me go live also on. Yeah, I keep forgetting. This phone doesn't do well with TikTok, but I think I will just leave it today. After all, TikTok the three on phone and warrior these days. TikTok the three on phone and I don't know why my phone does this. I'm not going to go live on TikTok after all. I'll not go live on TikTok. To hell. How can I go around this? I'm trying to find a setting that I can use on TikTok. Gosh, what's this nonsense? What's this nonsense? Oh, Lord. I need the normal effect. I think I can go with this. I can go with this. I'll go with this. What am I doing? Come on, Daddy. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where do I put a title? Whatever this effect. Sorry, where is the other phone now? Where is the phone that I use for my? Yes, so anyway, good evening. I think we can start now. First and foremost, I want to apologize for not coming at 10 hours. I had issues to sort out around here. That's why I couldn't come at 10 hours. So, now, first things first. You know, social media is breaking. Even as I'm talking, there are so many other live broadcasts that are currently going on, talking about the same issue of Edgar Lungu and the postmortem and the family, whatever. Right now, there are a number of platforms that are live discussing the issue of Edgar Chagwa Lungu. But I can tell you, that most of these people that are discussing this issue of Edgar Chagwalungu are doing nothing but lying. They are lying. They are trying to manipulate the situation so that they can win the sympathy of the Zambian people. For them, the issue of Edgar Lungu has been about, getting votes. For him, Edgar Lungu's body, Chishimba, it is a fetish to get rid of Hakainde Hichilema out of power. It is all about that. It is all about that. And if you can't see it, and I'm sorry, I can't help you. You are naive. If you can't see that these people are manipulating this situation for their own political gain, nothing else. It is all about politics. It is all about hoping that, this situation will turn around and create a fortune, a political fortune for them to get rid of Hakainde Hichilema. They know they have lost. They don't have something that they can talk about to challenge Hakainde Hichilema. They don't have. Abo bene ba Makebi Zulu ba Malukula. He is a presidential candidate. He is a presidential candidate, and he has nothing to talk about to the Zambian people and to convince the Zambian people why the Zambian people should vote for him. You will see also that other political leaders, they are on the bandwagon talking about this. Once na batolokerapo, bamundule na batolokerapo, ba KBF na batolokerapo, ba nani na batolokerapo. All of them, they have converged on this issue of Edgar Lungu, because Edgar Lungu alikuwa tiwuchi wa kukomporamo, inga waikata ko kunisha wala kwata political power. Evo chili. Ichitumbi chako Edgar Lungu chile, inga waikata kuchitumbi chako Edgar Lungu nishu wa wina my elections. Evo chili, it is all about political gains. They are just doing politics, nothing. They don't have something that they can challenge Hakainde Hichilema with in this election. So the only thing is Chitumbi. And I told you Zambians, from the word go, the first time I came live, I warned you Zambians that these people will want to use Chitumbi Chakwa Edgar Lungu for their political benefits. I said it before, right there. I told you Makebi Zulu is doing all this for politics because Makebi Zulu wants to be president. You people among you were telling me, has he told you that? Where have you heard that? Who told you that? Today, Makebi Zulu is vying for presidency. Today, Makebi Zulu is purporting to have taken over from Edgar Lungu. I told you. Now, all these things that are happening, I can tell you with facts, not at I only speak facts. Not if yabufi. The truth of the matter as we speak, Makebi Zulu lost the case in the Supreme Court. Makebi Zulu lost the case in the Supreme Court. At the moment, the case of Makebi Zulu in the Supreme Court is not there. It is thrown out. It was thrown out. Makebi Zulu's case was thrown out. That is the fact. Makebi Zulu's case was thrown out of the Supreme Court of South Africa. As we speak, that case is not in the Supreme Court. It is not. Makebi Zulu lost the case. He lost the case in the Supreme Court. And now he's coming out trying to, win sympathy from people, trying to save his face. He's trying to save his face and coming up with all these issues. But the truth of the matter is that Makebi Zulu lost the case. And that is how the body was released. That is how the body was released. The Zambian government and the South African government did not jump the gun, did not flout the process. No. Makebi Zulu lost the case. He lost the case. How did he lose the case? Because Makebi Zulu was given an opportunity to present his grounds of appeal. And Makebi Zulu failed to do that. He failed to do that, Makebi Zulu. The judgment for Makebi Zulu and the so-called family, the judgment came out on the 24th of December. 24th of December. That is when the judgment came out. They told them, okay, you don't agree with the ruling, with the judgment of the lower court. And you have argued, you have insisted that no, you need to appeal because there is something that you want to say. On 24th of December, the judgment came out allowing Makebi Zulu to put up the grounds why he didn't agree. And Makebi Zulu, from that time up to today, Makebi Zulu did not put up the grounds for appeal. Why? He's saying that the judgment of the High Court is wrong. Makebi Zulu failed. He failed to put up that argument. Just like the way he failed to tell the Edgar Lungu story in the High Court. Imamwevantu, you should be able to remember, go back and remember what Makebi Zulu was saying, what the so-called family and the sympathizers were saying. You have to go back and remember. They were saying, we are not going to bury, we are not going to bring the body to Zambia. Why are we not going to bring back the body to Zambia? We are not going to bring back the body to Zambia because Hakainde Hichilema used to refuse Edgar Lungu to go out to seek medical attention. He used to bar him. He used to deny him that opportunity. That is the story that even some of you still believe. Even some of you up to today, you believe that no, Uteko Wakwa Hakainde Hichilema were stopping Edgar Lungu from going out to seek medical attention. And they even accused, based on that, they accused Hakainde Hichilema's government to have exacerbated or caused the death of Edgar Lungu. They said because Hakainde Hichilema ale mukanya umunanku kwale bana bale tuma phone panopeni. Umuntu balefuka kuchipatala wa mukanya. Umuntu balefuka kuchipatala wa mukanya. This is the story that they were saying. They were alleging this on social media like they are alleging things now. Now they are alleging things. Na lelo na mudi lelo balela ndefya kulandalanda. Bale mungefya kumunga bale bepefya kubepa apa pene tulelanda paso. n'abekala balelanda bamwamboko n'abekala balelanda banani kanoko kati bachia n'abekala balelanda bakwini mpumi balelanda basaboyi nabo n'abayibikamo bonse utunkolonkolo n'atuyibikamo bonse n'abakolongana balemi bepo bufi. They are lying to you. They are trying to cover their faces. They have lost this case. So at that time, they were saying all these things. And the Zambian government said, if you're Mulelanda, fiabufi, let's go to court. And in court, you story Mulanda Pwea Kwebati, no, hakainde ichilema ale mukanya Edgar Lungu to go out. That story that you keep repeating, no, Edgar Lungu was being prevented from going out to seek medical attention. Mukoti, Makebi Zulu, and everybody else, bali firiro kuleta evidence. They failed to bring the evidence. Because at no time did Hakainde Hichilema's government refuse Edgar Lungu from traveling out. At no time. And if in the mieva, Mukoti, Emofiava, I'm talking about the evidence that is before the court. Na ngufeni Makebi Zulu wine, Makebi Zulu. Kuti mwamu ipusha. There was no evidence. I know some of you say, but twali mwene pa airport. Elo wa mkanya, whatever. The issue is, ilori ne mule watili wa mkenye. Tale ya kuchipatala. Va Edgar Lungu tabale ya kuchipatala. He was not going out to seek medical attention. He was going for other political issues, political related issues. That is what he was going for. He was not going for medical attention. The time that he wanted to go for medical attention and he brought documents which supported his claim, the government always said, what do you need, Mr. President? How can we help? It is Edgar Lungu that refused to get the help from government. Because some of you were told to say, no, it is the friends that were contributing money for him to go to the hospital. The government, with evidence, here is the evidence. The time that he asked that he's going for medical attention. This is the letter that we wrote. Saying we are ready to help. How can we help you? But for them, they failed to produce a letter when they said, they failed. Because those videos that you see, Edgar Lungu being stopped by airport, but they lied to you to say Edgar Lungu was being prevented from going to hospital. The truth of the matter, the evidence is that there was no time when Edgar Lungu was stopped from going for medical attention. So this was the allegation that was there. Uyu muntu nafwa because mwalemu kanyokia kuchipatala. And yet, Mukoti, they failed to substantiate that. They failed. It is easy to tell people pa social media, ukubabepa abantu, kuti mwababepa. Nombanga mwa Mukoti, ufide wafumia evidence. Nga mwa Mukoti ufide wafumia evidence. Pano pa social media, kuti waisa, you tell people, but when you go to court, you have to prove your case. Makebi Zulu failed to prove that case. There was another lie that came up. I'm going to refer these things I'm talking about. I'm going to refer them to them when I'm talking about this forensic autopsy. that was done on the body. I'm going to refer to these things. Then, another lie that came out around there was that no, Edgar Lungu tatwa mtwale baki naba mwipaya. There was that allegation. Edgar Lungu naba mwipaya. Now, those of you who are insulting me, those of you who are calling me names, tell me within your hearts of hearts, li kwali, ale tukanapa, keep quiet. You want me to keep quiet? A lot of people have been phoning me. A lot of people have been writing me messages. They have been insulting me. They are telling me, why don't you just keep quiet? No, I'm not going to keep quiet. Why do you want me to keep quiet when you are lying to the people? Why do you want me to keep quiet? Even apamulele, but keep quiet. Why should I keep quiet? So that mukonka nyepo kulabe povufi. Imwe wonse mwe balelanda pavusha kwenta mwa onfuile oko baye beroko bati Edgar Lungu nawa mwipaya. Edgar Lungu has been poisoned. Busheta mwa onfuile ko. Njeveni imwe mwebale umfwa wonse apa mwebale umfwa whether mlengufu ya pa TikTok pa YouTube nangu pa Facebook munjeveko. If at all you never heard anyone saying Edgar Lungu has been poisoned, tell me. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. If you people who are listening to me, I'm going to open phone lines. You tell me if at all you never heard these people saying Edgar Lungu has been killed by Haka in the Ichirem. Even if one sabale sabalida, one sefye, ututwine tonso tule sabalida, tunkolo nkolo, naba politician bansala, one say they joined bandwagon. Saying Edgar Lungu nawa mwipaya, Edgar Lungu nawa mwipaya, Edgar Lungu nawa mwipaya. You were saying it. And they didn't say this mubu mfisolo. They didn't say this in secrecy. They said this on international media. On international media. On international media, they said this. And this person died in another country. And when you are saying a person has been killed in another country, don't you think that that country will have interest? Especially if a person that has died is a prominent person. Especially if a person who has died is a prominent person. Are you telling me Vakapokola Valaikala Fetondolo? Even me Kunondi, where I am, a refugee as I am, whatever you may call me, Mushani Nawali, whatever, if I were to drop dead here, and some people start saying Tayali has been killed, the government of this country will take interest. They will take interest. Anywhere in the world, when you say uyumuntu naba mwipaya, or when you insinuate foul play of whatever kind, it becomes a police case. It becomes a police case. Anywhere in the world, when somebody dies and you start throwing some suggestions that this person could have been killed, the police will investigate. No death goes uninvestigated if people make allegations. This is a fact. No death go uninvestigated. If there are allegations of that this person could have been killed, that death becomes a subject of investigation. You very people today that have toloka, hey, you have performed an autopsy. Hey, you have performed an autopsy. Hey, how could you do this without a family? You are the people. You are the people that were claiming foul play. You are the complainants. Makebi Zulu is saying, no, we don't have a complainant. The police are not telling us the complainant. The complainants are many. The complainants are many. Social media was awash with suspicions on how Edgar Lungu died. The complainants are many. It doesn't have to be a family member to report. It doesn't. And when a foul play is brought out on a death of somebody, everybody becomes a suspect. Everybody becomes a suspect. Even Makebi Zulu is a suspect. Even Esther is a suspect in this instance. This is the truth. Whether you like it or not, it is the truth. When a person dies and you bring in suggestions that this person would have died not of natural causes, everybody becomes a suspect. And the people who are even closest, they become prime suspects. That is a fact. That is the fact. You are the people that brought this issue. You are the people that brought this issue of Edgar Lungu could have been killed. Edgar Lungu could have been suspected. You are the people. Makebi Zulu is saying, no, this narrative was brought by the UPND media, paid by them. You see, akakamuntu kabu fika Makebi, kalakamuntu kali kurugu. Bushakwena imwe, na mweba le supporta bonje. Is it true when Makebi Zulu says the people that alleged that Edgar Lungu was killed were UPND? Is it true? Na mweba le supporta. Ebo nimwende fuaisha. I speak to those who don't agree with me. Those are the people I speak to. So mweba le kana. Is it true when your Makebi Zulu says, no, there is no complainant? The complainant was actually UPN. This narrative was brought by the UPND media and they paid for it. The question is that true? Is that true? When Makebi Zulu was appearing on international media, holding a press conference in some of the most expensive hotels, he was having that press conference, paid, calling the media of South Africa, and he was making these allegations. He was going on interviews, making these allegations. Even Makebi Zulu himself was making these allegations, though of course in a more subtle way. Even Makebi Zulu was making those allegations. He was making those allegations. Edgar Lungu will not sleep until the truth is said. Wasn't Makebi Zulu saying that? Edgar Lungu will not touch dust until the truth is said. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is the truth? This is the truth that the police of South Africa were interested in. This is the truth. The South African government, through their security wings, they have been wanting to find out what is the truth. They have been wanting to find out what is the truth. Makebi Zulu himself said, we want the truth to come out. Edgar Lungu will not touch dust until the truth is told. The South African government, through their investigative wings, through their security wings, they have been wanting to bring out the truth. What is the truth? What is the truth? How did Edgar Lungu die? Has Makebi Zulu told us? Has Makebi Zulu told us? Has the family told us? Has the doctors told us? We don't know the truth. We don't know the truth. Who knows the truth? You call me and tell us what is the truth. Because your postmortem mulela ndapo, it was conducted to find out the truth. The police in South Africa are investigating this matter so that they find the truth. The truth that Makebi Zulu was talking about, to say, Edgar Lungu will not rest until the truth is told. Makebi Zulu has failed to tell us the truth. He has failed to tell us the truth. He was given an opportunity in court. They failed to tell us the truth in court. They failed to tell us the truth. So vakapokola vaku South Africa vale fwaya ichishinka fishinka nchifilipo pamfwaya kwa Edgar Lungu. Elo Edgar Lungu te muntu yawe. Edgar Lungu is a former head of state. Tetiba Edgar Lungu valale with all these speculations without the truth being established. The South African government, through their investigative wings, cannot just accept to say, no, no. You tell me, you don't know. Even you don't know fishing. Because Makebi Zulu tala and fishing. Instead, what Makebi Zulu has been doing is to hide the body. They have been hiding the body. They flew people to South Africa. Now, Archbishop Banda Wonsevalia to South Africa. They never brought out the body. Where did you see a requiem mass being held without the body? Where did you see that? Ati tulea mukushika. Batwala kucheichi. But imbokoshi no later. Umubini no later. Where did you see that? Njeveni ko imweni kuchiro nshimwaire. Ati lelo bushiku wakushika. But first twala kucheichi. Elo mwa kucheichi. Baka no kule vidi. Mwalichimonapo. Imwe mwalichimonapo. Nikusoko mwachimwene. Ubushiku wakushika. Mwafuma mwaenda mwapwe mirundu mwaisa mkushika ati yo before tatulashika twala kuna nikane kuchechi elo mwa kuchechi mwasanga takuli body mwalichi mwonapo mulanda pa mipamba ishie mipamba. You are talking about superstition. You are talking about ubuloshi. Where you go at wushiku wakushika. You go at tieni kuchechi, mwakuchechi, babikile of a picture. Chapwa. Mwalichi monako. Na ngufe bahali kibanda, bushe bahali chimonako bahali kibanda. Ba Archbishop wandi bushe mwalichi monako imo bahali kibanda. Mukula kanamenshi. You go and sprinkle holy water on a picture. When it is a requiem mass, where did you do that? Where did that happen? Why did that happen? Do you have answers? Do they have answers? I'm going to open phone lines. You tell me where you saw that. Why? But you okay to assume balam kushika whatever. Ama soja ba kwa airport. Ba tantama. Ready to offer a presidential salute in honor of Edgar Lungu. They failed to refuse them. They refused to bring the body. They refused. Even in my negotiations yawo. Balikana, no, we don't want a government aircraft. We will find our own aircraft. Ichitumbi, kwali ukutifishirisha, balefishirisha, finchi balefisa, mufile mwamu ipusha. These are the issues that you should be asking, uyunanikane Malukula. These are the issues that you should be asking Malukula. Malukula was hiding. What was he hiding? What has he been hiding? It is because of this that the government of South Africa have been wanting to find out, is Edgar Lungu really dead? How did he die? So, epa fumine fiancé if you are post-mortem walilanda, epa fumine fiancé. And how did they conduct a post-mortem? They conducted a post-mortem because the case Yam Supreme Court, Makebi Zulu, failed. Makebi Zulu failed to argue the case. As we are talking, the case in the Supreme Court is not there. What Makebi Zulu has done now, he has gone to court asking for leave that the case be brought back in the Supreme Court. Because when you take a case to court, chimona muntu wachita Simon yumuntu, wachita Simon yumuntu, and then ubushikuwa kulondolola. On the day of arguing the case, you don't go to court. When you don't go to court, what does the court do? They throw away your case. And this is what happened to this matter. This is what happened to this matter. And Makebi Zulu cannot argue with that fact. He can't argue with that fact. They throw away the matter because he didn't present the grounds for his appeal. And they threw away with the case. When they threw away the case, everything collapsed. And that is how the South African government, through the police, and the Zambian government in this instance, they went and collected the body. That is why the funeral parlor handed over the body, because there was no impediment. There was no impediment. There was no case in the Supreme Court. That is why the funeral parlor released the body. They released the body because the case in the Supreme Court had collapsed. And you can't say that it was a short time. No. Makebi Zulu was given up to 30th March. 30th March. 30th March, Makebi Zulu. You can imagine from 11 February to 30th March, Makebi Zulu was given that time to present his arguments. He didn't present those arguments. Why didn't he? Why didn't Makebi Zulu present those arguments? These are facts that you cannot argue with. You can't argue with these facts. From 11th February up to 30th March, Makebi Zulu was supposed to prepare those grounds. He didn't. And if anything, you can even go back because these people, they appealed this case the day the day the judgment was given. The judgment was given in August, for goodness sake. 8th August, that's when the High Court judgment came out. So you can even imagine, and on the same day, they appealed. On the same day, they went to court knowing that Navalu Somland, because they knew they didn't do a good job. They knew they had not proved the case. So they knew that they're going to lose the case. So on the 8th of August itself, they went with papers to file in an appeal. And they filed in an appeal. 8th August. Then, of course, we had those issues where the court, because the South African court, the High Court said, no. Tapali Mulandu, there is no way you can win this case. You have not presented any evidence in the so-called Edgar Lungu story. There is no evidence here. So no judge can look at this differently. They denied them an appeal until they went to the Court of Appeal, and finally, anyway, they were granted. So what I'm trying to say is that you can even go back from 8th August up to today. Surely, if they had arguments, they would have presented them. They are using one of, top-notch lawyers, so to say. But you have Black Jesus. Those are big lawyers in South Africa. There is no way a law firm like that one would sleep on such a matter, if indeed they had a good case. There is no way. But because they had no good case, that's why they have failed up to today. They have failed to file in arguments on their appeal. And that is how the case collapsed. And when the case collapsed, the body was exposed. The body was exposed. The body was supposed to be handed over to the government according to the judgment of the High Court. And when the body was now free, the South African government said, hey, hold on. You can't take this body. We need to conclude, we need to make sure that we investigate, because murder has been alleged on this body. Murder has been alleged. So before you take it, we want to make sure that our country is not held liable in future. We want to make sure. But now Mwikala muli busy. Hey, how can the Chilema has conducted a post-mortem? Hey, Zambian government. No. It is the South African government. Hakainde Hichilema is the president of the Republic of Zambia. And he has jurisdiction only in Zambia, not in South Africa. The Zambia police have only jurisdiction only in Zambia, not in South Africa. The people who have conducted a post-mortem, it is the South African security wings. It is the South African security wings. They are the ones that have conducted that post-mortem. And the post-mortem which was done, it was not done to establish, to establish, there is a difference. Forensic autopsy and clinical autopsy. There is a difference. Clinical autopsy and forensic autopsy. Clinical autopsy is whereby umuntu ngafinofi nenjikere pano penenjikere kurukutu nafwa. Ino mwambo but twalimu muna haifwilirefi. How haifwilirefi? Haifwilirefi. Where there is no suspicion of death, of foul play. There is no suspicion of foul play. But you just want to establish how did this person die? Did he have some strange disease? Did he have some strange disease? Like if you have there is a new disease. That is when clinical autopsy to find out bulwele nshafwileko. Dimbinambo fintu fiambo kufuluma pamuvili fiafuluma. Fiafuluma. Balo nishama doctors. We have never seen this kind of thing. They will conduct a clinical autopsy. So that if it is a new disease, they start preparing, they start making imiti. If ngani katushinga ni cholera ngani Ebola, veshibe. Uyu muntu bachwa it was diarrhea, vomiting. What could it be? Before they bury, they will say, let's conduct an autopsy. So that we know the disease which has made this person to die. So that we can make preventative measures if at all there is need. And in such a situation, the family is invited. In such a situation, the family is invited because the family is also helping the public health to ensure that ubulwele kwa muntu of their relative, the ailment that could have killed their relative does not kill another person. So the family becomes partners with the government to ensure that they find out what made this person to die. This is how you know, this is how they discover new diseases. No. This doesn't look good. Then they will talk to the family, and the family will have a say. The family can even say, no, we don't want. Because it's like they are volunteering the body of their relative for the medical examiners to find out why this person has died. So that in case there is a new disease or in case there is an outbreak, they can control it. Here the family is important. Here the family is invited. So what you are saying, hey, takwaba, it is ignorance. No, there is no, it is ignorant. When you are saying, no, the family must be there, Nava won't say, those who are educated, they are posting on social media. How can you conduct a postmortem without the family? It is ignorance because they don't know when the family is required. And this happens when there is no suspicion. But where there is a suspicion, where there are allegations of somebody would have, there was foul play, everyone becomes a suspect. So number, if everyone is a suspect, you are expecting a suspect to come there, yeah? You are expecting Wakapokola to call a suspect that come and be here. Eh? What if that is the person that is actually the suspect? And upon seeing that evidence has been discovered, the person might run away. The person might find a way of covering the evidence. So the issue of bringing the family, it is not usually ordinary that they bring in the family. Yes, there are those circumstances umuntu bamusanga nafwa bali let's say like udia Makebi Zulu, the person that Ugutila, the person that Makebi Zulu's brother killed. In such a circumstance, the family can be invited. In such a circumstance, because AMA suspects they were identified, and there were gunshot wounds on the body. The family clearly there is a victim. The family there is clearly a victim. In such a situation, yes, the family can be there. Not where a person dies in the hands of the family. Because when Edgar Lungu went into that hospital, they didn't even disclose the name. They didn't. They used another name. And these very people, they should have been there, They have been in the forefront to hide the body. They have been hiding the body. They have been acting suspiciously themselves. Makebi Zulu and everybody else, they have been acting very suspicious around the body of Edgar Chagwalungu. These people have been acting suspicious. These people have been acting suspicious. Makebi Zulu has been acting suspicious. Makebi Zulu has motive to kill Edgar Lungu. In this instance, looking at everything that has come out, at circumstantial evidence clearly implicates Makebi Zulu. Circumstantial evidence clearly implicates Makebi Zulu. Because Makebi Zulu has turned out to be a beneficiary out of the death of Edgar Lungu. Makebi Zulu is a prime suspect. Makebi Zulu is a prime suspect. Because Makebi Zulu has turned out to be the most benefiting person. Circumstantial evidence is really implicating Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is the one that has been claiming, no, Edgar Lungu chose me. Hey, now I want to become president of PF. I want to take over. He has even taken over. Now he even wants to become president. No, Hakainde Hichilema should not be there. If you're unsafe, mulemuna. Usheta mulemuna kwa Makebi Zulu alemi kata pamenso. You can't see that Makebi Zulu is trying to hoodwink you. He's trying to confuse all of you. He's trying to confuse all of you. From day one, Makebi Zulu has been, tilting this thing in his favor, moving this thing in his favor. Makebi Zulu is a prime suspect. I'm sorry. Even she's a prime suspect. Eva aliko, tamu aliko. Bushemu alishwa Edgar Lungu afuire, tamu aliko. Tamu aliko. How are we going to know? Who is going to tell us? Bushema Esther wakatueva. Bushema Makebi Zulu wakatueva. It is 10 months on since Edgar Lungu died. Tawa tueva, they have not explained how he died. They have not explained. How can you trust these people today to say, these people, they should be there in the postmortem. They should be there in the postmortem. These are suspects. These are suspects. They are suspects. They are suspects. Circumstantial evidence clearly implicates Makebi Zulu and the next of kin. Clearly implicates them. Why have they been so secretive on this body? Why have they been so secretive? Why? Why haven't they told us why Edgar Lungu died? They have said everything. Every day they are on social media. Every day they are on different platforms. Why haven't they told us why Edgar Lungu died? You are busy, rallying for these people. No, we are standing in the family. No, you are betraying Edgar Lungu. I'm not betraying Edgar Lungu. If there is somebody who is standing with Edgar Lungu in his death, it's me. Because I have not fallen to the tricks of these people. These people could have killed Edgar Lungu. These are suspects for me today. Tonight I'm telling you, don't look far. Don't look far in the death of Edgar Lungu. The suspects are the people that were with him. How did Edgar Lungu die? Instead of them, why are they now complaining about the postmortem? They would have saved us all this nonsense. Makebi Zulu, Nava Esther, and the so-called family, they would have saved us all this nonsense by telling us how Edgar Lungu died. They would have saved us by showing us the body of Edgar Lungu. They wanted to bury in South Africa. They had two big masses. Requiem masses, two masses. One which was presided by those two priests, and then another one presided by the entire archbishop. They couldn't bring the body. Why couldn't they bring the body? You can't be suspicious. You can't see that there is something going on here. You can't see that there is something going on. You can't see that these people, they're up to something. Why didn't they bring the body? Why have they been hiding the body? And yet they are busy. We are telling the story. Makebi Zulu, Edgar Lungu story. They have said everything else, but they have not told us how Edgar Lungu died. The question is, how are we going to know how Edgar Lungu died if this case is not investigated? This is what we should be discussing. Nomba imitwe shadi fuasa. You are too naive. Mwali pualala. Tamufu hakutontonkanya. Umuntu alemibepa, umuntu awulefise echitumbi, alefise echitumbi, alechitashani, alefise mfwa. Eba fise mfwa. Ushikwali woku fise mfwa. Munje beko, umupamba, nga mipamba, nga pali mipamba. If there are taboos around this Edgar Lungu issue, nga pali mipamba. Imipamba, bushekwe nate mipamba kwa watu, umuntu wafo mwakano kulondolofo wafuide. Mwakano kweba kwechalofo umuntu wafuide. You refuse to tell people how a person died. Ichitumbi mulefishirisha. Imu mkwene tetumuwe suspicious. Number one nga kwebati nga palifi akistike kuli Edgar Lungu. Ba number one suspect ni bamayo ba Esther mumbelele koluse. Tekobati it's not that I'm being uncouth. Tekobati ndeko so mtimawe ni ba number one. Ba nga bali tweva afwire shani Edgar Lungu nga bali tweva abatweva. If you Edgar Lungu afwira, these kind of things would not be there. But these people have been hiding, and that is why the South African government, through the police, they have been investigating this matter. When the case collapsed in the Supreme Court, because the case collapsed in the Supreme Court, Hakainde Hichilema and his government, they didn't just pick the body in pink naturea, because they had capacity in Danieva Dionse. Ukweba ati, if Hakainde Hichilema wanted to get that body, he would have done it. And I've given you examples where Hakainde Hichilema has used these executive powers, has used his diplomatic relationships to get things that were otherwise hidden, that were otherwise out of the Zambian jurisdiction. He has done that. A good example is Machopa area. Amachopa yawa Malanji. Yali mu South Africa, out of Zambia's jurisdiction, being kept by people in South Africa and Zimbabwe. Hakainde Hichilema used his diplomatic relations, his executive powers to access those things. Even Ichitumbi Chava Lungu, if Hakainde Hichilema wanted, he would have used that. But he didn't. And even up to now, he's not doing it. Hakainde Hichilema is patiently waiting for all the due processes. When the case collapsed, they didn't rush in. If it was Makebi Zulu was given up to 30th March. If it was Makebi Zulu, if it was the Zambian government that lapsed, that failed to respond, Makebi Zulu, by 1st April, he would have been acting. He would have been busy trying to do whatever he had to do. But the Zambian government waited for 20 days. 20 days. Honestly. How can you accuse? And it is not only the Zambian government, by the way. Even the South African government, they waited 20 days. They gave Makebi Zulu 20 days. 20 days. 20 days. Ina nikanale chitafao in appeal for leave. Achan. Leave to file in documents out of time. Okay? He application ale panga for leave to file whatever documents out of time, out of the time that was given. He would have done this much earlier, but he's doing it now. He did it yesterday. Why didn't Makebi Zulu do all these things before? Why didn't he do that? But he's doing it now. He did it yesterday. After Chitumbi Basenda. And yet our Bantwali Lolela, the South African government and the Zambian government waited for 20 days. They never accessed the body. And it never sent the body number. If the South African government wanted and the Zambian government wanted, if they were just in a hurry to bury Edgar Lungu, that body would have been in Zambia by now as we are talking. That body would have been in Zambia. Because from there, they wouldn't have taken it anywhere else. They would have put it on a chopper, on a plane, and it would have been in Zambia. But because the South African government and the Zambian government, they are following the laws. They are being cautious about all this. They said, no, let's make sure we find out how this person died. Makebi Zulu and the family have never told us how he died. Instead, what they have been doing, they have been making allegations that this person who was in their custody, this person who they took to the hospital under pseudonyms, under fake names, had died. Because all these things should be borne by them. They are the ones to explain, why did they take Edgar Lungu in a hospital on a fake name? Did Edgar Lungu really die in the hospital? All these issues, but they have been hiding. And instead they have been pointing fingers at others. And now those others that they have been pointing fingers, they are out to seek the truth. This is all what it is. The case in court collapsed. And Makebi Zulu can't argue with me on that. Makebi Zulu can't argue with me on that. And it is not 2 days. We are talking about 20 days. Makebi Zulu is asking now the Supreme Court to say, please, can you reinstate the case? Can you reinstate the case? Why didn't Makebi Zulu do that before all these things happened? And look how these people that you want to demonize, the Zambian government and the South African government that you want to demonize. Makebi Zulu, after Wasenda body, they went and sought an order from a friendly judge. Because they were sitting in the dark. And that order came out in the dark. Not signed by a judge, signed by a secretary. If I were in Zambia, if I were in South Africa, I would actually be questioning how that or whatever went on, how they managed to get that judge, that order. Nonetheless, they got that order. But suspicious as the order may be, the South African government and the Zambian government respected it. They gave them the body. No, they conducted an illegal postmortem. It was not an illegal postmortem because allegations were made. No, they have not told us who was the complainant. It is in public. It is common sense. It is in public domain. We don't need one particular individual to say this is the complainant. No, it is in public domain. It is common knowledge. Bakapokola, we will not sit and wait for somebody to go and report a case when it is in public domain that a crime may have happened. Where did you see that? Are you thinking properly? Do you think the police will sit and wait for somebody to go and complain that Edgar Lungu could have been killed? Do you think? No. It is common knowledge. It is all over. And the police ought to act, especially when the person being discussed is a former head of state. You don't joke around at that level. You don't. The police have to do a thorough investigation. And so far the South African police have been hindered from conducting an investigation because of the case. When they went to access the body, they were told, no, you can't access the body because there is a court injunction. They went, Makebi Zulu was telling us, No, Sergeant Chakuti, Sergeant Ngwenya, and whatever, they wanted to access the body. But they were told, no, you can't access the body because there is an injunction. When the case collapsed, the police came in. Now we can do this. Now we can do this. And they had to do the post-mortem. They had to do it. No, the family was not there. Which family? My suspects, Sava. You are talking about suspects. You want the suspects to have closer knowledge to come close to the evidence. No. No. But anyway, they did that postmortem. They had to do it. And the family certainly was not necessary because these people are part of the suspects. Their conduct from the time that Edgar Lungu died has been very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Even you, some of you are even saying, Edgar Lungu tafwa. Maybe Edgar Lungu didn't die. Maybe Edgar Lungu. Why were you saying that? Some people are saying, no, Edgar Lungu was shot in the head because of whatever. All those things. No, Edgar Lungu was poisoned. All those things culminated into the police seeking to do an investigation. And by the way, there is actually an inquest in South Africa. There is an inquest. An inquest is where somebody dies and then the circumstances of the death are not very clear. They conduct an inquest and an inquest is going on. But as an inquest is going on, the police also continue doing investigations. So whatever was done, post-mortem done, it was done as a result of what these people were saying, the circumstances, how Edgar Lungu died, whereby even to the hospital where they took him, they didn't mention his name, and they have not even explained how he died. This is why the post-mortem was done. No, the family was whatever. It was not a clinical post-mortem. They were not trying to find out which disease killed him. How did he, whatever. No. They are conducting an investigation. And in an investigation, everyone is a suspect. Everyone is a suspect. Makebi Zulu, because Makebi Zulu is the biggest beneficiary. So motive has already been established on Makebi Zulu. Motive has already been established. But Esther Lungu, she's an accomplice because she's the next of kin. How come she has allowed Makebi Zulu to conduct himself in the manner that he has been? And she's quiet, allowing everything. She knows something. Makebi Zulu and Esther, they must be working together. So those people, you can't expect them to be part of the autopsy. No, you can't. You can't. You can't expect these people to be part of the autopsy. You can't. And so everything that has been done, me, I'm walking you through the facts as they are. Not my speculations. Facts as they are. Isn't it true that they have been acting suspiciously? Isn't it true? Isn't it true that they have been hiding what killed Edgar Lungu? Isn't it true that they have been hiding the body? Isn't it true? Are these not facts? Not a mananikane, a mailela mulandapo, yo, akaindechile malefo kumona bode, chavana chanja. If you must speculations, if you fiamu mitwe, in a finalandapa, my reality. I'm opening phone lines. So that if you have facts, don't bring me, am I innuendos? No, I'm not interested. I don't want innuendos. I don't want if my speculations. I don't want if my superstitions. Because if my superstitions, fear me if you. Me, I don't believe in those superstitions. Me, I want to discuss facts. So let's discuss facts. And the facts are that, number one, the High Court of South Africa did not see merit in whatever allegations that Makebi Zulu and other people were making. They didn't see. At the end of the day, they ruled to say, let the body go to Zambia. That is a fact. It is a fact that Makebi Zulu failed to prove those allegations, everything that you talk about, Makebi Zulu failed. It is a fact. It is a fact that Makebi Zulu was given a time to go and explain the grounds of his appeal in the Supreme Court. And he had all the time to prepare. But Makebi Zulu failed to make his grounds in the Supreme Court. It is a fact. And that the case collapsed. And when the case collapsed, the body was free to be accessed by the Zambian government and the South African government. The South African government, they had to access the body based on the allegations that were being made by these people. They are the ones that created these allegations. They brought in foul play. They suspected foul play. And the South African government had to investigate. They had to do a postmortem to establish how did this man die? Because these people have not even told us how this man died. So they had to do that. No, they didn't call the family. The family is part of the suspect. They are part of the suspects. Makebi Zulu is already a beneficiary. Motive is there. Makebi Zulu has gotten the power from the next of kin, Bamayowa Esther. These are suspects. These are suspects. So, if you're mulelanda pofinshi, pana isurama phone line, therefore amtampo kutuma, I want you to call me and don't discuss. I don't want to discuss speculations. Discuss facts. Tell me, here tayari what you have said is not true. Tell me. Tell me. I've not even discussed to say, this is how he died. No, because that has not been communicated. At the end of the day, I'm sure we will have a comprehensive report on how Edgar Lungu died, what killed Edgar Lungu. And it will be scientific. It will be scientific because of what? Because a postmortem would have been done. So the people that will be telling us, at least we can rely on them. Not no. So you call me now. Instead of you insulting me, hey, keep quiet, whatever. You call me now and tell me where I have lied, where I have made fake allegations. Tell me. You call me. Come on. You know the line. Nami bikira pa screen up, pa Facebook, on WhatsApp. You call me. Don't be, where? I'm looking for, I want those, the naysayers. I want the naysayers. I want my critics to challenge me on this. Challenge me on this. Challenge me on this. I am begging you. I am begging you. I want you to challenge me on this. Challenge me on this. Challenge me on this. I know even Makebi Zulu is watching. Challenge me on this. Tell me where I have not stated the facts as they are. But we are in a process of finding out how Edgar Lungu died. That's what we want. So even those people who are telling you, hey, family, ask them, why didn't they tell us how Edgar Lungu died? Why didn't they tell us? Tell them they are suspects. Why have they been acting suspiciously on the death of Edgar Lungu? Why have they been hiding the body? Tell them that, go to their platforms and tell them that you are suspects. Tell us how Edgar Lungu died. Makebi Zulu, before he go around talking about, no, the family, the family, the family, let him tell us, how did Edgar Lungu die? Why did they take Edgar Lungu to a hospital and use a fake name? Why? Eh? Why didn't they bring the body when they had those masses? Why? Why? Eh? And Makebi Zulu today is a beneficiary out of the death of Edgar Chagwalungu. I say he's a circumstantial suspect. He's a circumstantial suspect. He's supposed to be called in and interviewed. Makebi Zulu is supposed to be called in and interviewed. Vaesta is supposed to be called in and interviewed. All the family members that were around Edgar Lungu, including Vakandile Wonse, Avena Musukwa Wonse Vadia, they need to be called in. Avena Musukwa Kwadi Kudi. You need to be called in. And all these, they have to be interviewed. These are suspects. These are suspects. And you are listening to suspects. They are trying to divert your mind. Eh? Your attention by Tola Kumbuko. Hey, no, family was not involved. I'm a suspect. No, the family is supposed to be. No, tell them. When the police are doing their job, they don't need the family. They don't need the family. They have to do it. Because everyone is a suspect. They were not needed because they are suspects. And circumstantial evidence is showing that these people know something that they are hiding. Too many. I'm here. And I want facts. Not if man to can. Don't tell me. Don't bring if interfere with my facts at you are offline. No. I'm not offline. I'm not offline. My phone is here. And it is not offline. It is very much online. Let me try to call. Let me try to call myself. Just to I just want to see if it is my phone which has a problem. I will restart the phone because I'm restarting the phone. I don't want to live here and people say, no, me, I wanted to say this. Busy, you are busy. Hey, no, hey, Tayari, hey, because he wants to come back. I mean, those issues, Tayari wants to come back, those issues, they are not issues. Look at me. I'm a survivor. I mean, yes, not that in Kwata Mafia, naenda Kwata Mafia yani. Like apani Kwata Mafia, I want to send my wife to Ethiopia for the funeral. I'm failing because I don't have money. But this is normal. But really, my life is much, much better than some of you. Most of you who talk, wait, you suffer more than me. Mulachula poku chirana ine. If one day karakuno, I mean, you can't compare yourself with the way I'm staying. But Mwaikadira, no, hey, he wants to come back, yes. But really, it's not a desperate situation. I want to come back because I love my country. I want to be part of, Zambia and whatever is going on. If you're in the I want to be part of it. I want to contribute to the growth of my country. This country is far developed than our country. And I don't like it. I want to be part of the development that is going on in Zambia. I want to do something so that at least that's why I want to come back. Otherwise, I just want to stay mufialo. I mean, I would be okay here. I would be okay here. But no, I'm a patriot. I want to go back to my country. I want to contribute to what is happening in my country. That is the reason why I want to come back. Not if you're Musawai, akainde ichilema, taka kubweshe. Ilioli ashili yako akainde ichilema. And akainde ichilema nga tambweshe. Shomwinere sali shimofu akansunga. Mwinere sali shimofu akansunga. So I've restarted my phone. I just wanted to make sure that it is not the phone. Yeah. Check your line, please. Okay. So my line is okay now. I've restarted the phone and I can see messages coming in. There is the line. I'm sure you should be able to call in now. Yes. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello. Evening, Tali.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tali.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, can you hear me? This is Francis. I'm calling you from Kitwe.
Yes, please. We can hear you very clearly.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. We had a struggle with your line, but then it's clear. It's full now. So, very quickly, I don't want, just like you said, you don't want people that are doing innuendo. So, I just want to find out. I'm a bit behind. So, at one point you mentioned that Zulu is trying to, Makebi tried to go to the court and filed, he applied for a stay and then he filed out of time. So,
yes.
What is going on now? Is the government getting the body to come and bury, or we have to wait for, the due process to drag on and then,
Thank you.
Get us frustrated even more? I want the point from you.
Thank you very much. The government of Zambia, I want to take advantage of this question. The government of Zambia, at this moment, I want to tell you, they have just been like a bystander, patiently waiting. They are just a bystander, the Zambian government. The ones that have been doing whatever has been going on, it is the South African government. Now, at this point, because Makebi Zulu wants his case to be reinstated in the Supreme Court, and there is that injunction. So far what has happened is that the South African government, they have given them back the body. That is one. Number two, we would have to wait for a hearing, because what will happen now is that Makebi Zulu has gone to the Supreme Court to say, please reinstate my case. I've got grounds. I want to argue my case. The Zambian government will have to respond to that. They will say, okay, fine, reinstate the case. Or they will say, no, we don't want this. We have already passed this. So there will be already an argument whether the case should be brought back to the Supreme Court or it should remain closed. So that is the situation. And what it means is that the body will still be in South Africa until all these legal matters are exhausted. And the Zambian government has been very patient to follow that procedure. So that is the situation.
So, okay, in other words, you're saying we are still in for quite a long way.
Absolutely, because remember, the return of that injunction is on 21st May. So that also will have to be argued. But the Supreme Court can set a date to hear the reinstatement, whether the reinstatement should happen or not. It can happen even before the 21st of May. But most likely, it will, if 21st May will come, we will still be in this quagmire.
Okay. So then finally, it simply then means that there are, I think from your position and the way you are trying to explain these legal matters, then I'm also a layman. I'm now taking it for granted that then we are not going to have anything that's going to come out very soon. So maybe people better get on with their lives, and then we go to the next election maybe without even burying the former president.
I don't think, because so far from the way my analysis, I don't think it will go beyond August. I don't think it will go beyond August. We are likely to see the close of this case before the elections. And remember, the elections are happening in Zambia. This matter is independent of whatever is happening in Zambia. And the Zambian government has no control. The Zambian government, I want to insist, much as the people are trying to drag the Zambian government into this, the Zambian government at this point has no control whatsoever. They have no control. So they can't stop it. They can't nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. I think you've explained a lot, and you've tried to put some of these things to bed. Now even me, I know that the South African government, I mean, did that autopsy, forensic autopsy,
yes,
according to what I'm reading,
yes,
for them to establish
yes,
who could be the culprit in the whole thing.
Exactly. Because it is suspicious.
Sure.
We don't know. Even the South African don't know. There are speculations, and the South African government want to establish what exactly happened. How did this man die? And this man is no ordinary man. He's a former head of state.
Sure. No, thanks a lot for your time and your explanation, Charlie. Keep it up.
Thank you.
And good night.
Hello? 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 We don't film quite.
Hello.
Him quite.
Como hablando la Johnson en ningún cual. Cuando a veces viene una cosa, pero ese hoy no puede creer de toda el presidente. Ori kuiza ori ugawe ori South African government oro bali bwesha ku family.
Bali bwesha ku family. Apaso umubiri ulya uri kuri ba Zambian kuri family.
One first question, one that's got. Then number two, number third. Ngachali ni mwewe nomba ule ni mwewe.
Umfweni. Initially fire if ayo ma speculations mwatampa ngachani ni mwevo ine landeni pama facts nindondoro na mfofo ndondorere not ati ngachani ni mwevo ine ndeko funde ifunde kon landeni pe funde
Okay, so isi mudeko funde nomba South African government kuti tasha ni post mortem ichitumbi chavene dani ene family member
awe tamumfuide mutambe futi na kaidi video mwala umfoni ndondoro tetinde weke sharp. Hello, I've already explained. I don't want to go back. I mean, you can go back and hear. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you. Hello? Hello? I think I don't know what has happened. Hello?
I can hear you ine.
Yeah, sure, Paran Kane. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Tayat.
Yes.
Are you speaking as a professional lawyer or as a political analyst?
I think I'm not interested in stupid questions. Let me discuss credible things. Bye. I mean, I don't want if you have now, Ishma, you know who I am. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Chief Satari. This is from Deke Township here in Dora. I hope
Yes.
to get me loud and clear.
Yes. Yeah. Miji, I can't hear you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Satari.
Good evening.
Hello? How is evening, sir?
Please, let's go on. Let's discuss what is here.
Good. I've heard what you have said, and you have hit the nail on the head. Just like the previous caller, people are very adamant they don't want the truth. Those guys are suspects, just as you have put it. Can you imagine you have a funeral in a house, you are keeping a body of a dead in the bedroom, and you are not moved, and you move on with your life? Does it really make sense? So, it's my profound interest to know what really happened to my former president. This is why I'm very much interested. If Makebi was not really involved, why did he rush to go there when he had hired a South African lawyer? I rest my case.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Precious.
Yes, how are you?
Fine. Be brief. Don't take too much long. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just here just to talk and tell you whatever you keep on misleading the people. So, Mr. Tayari, myself, the reason why I even follow you, it's not like I follow you because you always tell the truth. I follow you to witness everything that you keep on misleading the people of Zambia. You cannot be fooling the people to say...
You are wasting our time with your madness. Take your madness elsewhere. If you think what I say is not true, follow Obenoko. I'm not interested in to talk Fiabushim. Talk to the issue. We are talking about the issue. Discuss the issue. Hello?
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 Hello, Vachirukia.
Yes.
Ine kuno ku South Africa. So issue ngeso mlela ndapo hapa
Bitunturutano from Leranda, Pakaram.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please, go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Bituntum Leranda, Pakaramba, Namashi, Yare Umpika Wino. And therefore, and then the two statements. Vamusukwa na Makebi Zulu vaiche sana tetwala ndipo sana. Efa mwachita point out kwevati varanga tavaishwa ponangu fimo. Why vashiro mubiri ku South Africa? Vabwerera ku Zambia. Ero 2 evo twalecha tekera vamusuko kwevati kuti vachita advice vamayo. No lupo kwevati chiko mubiri abantu vanaka. But amano vakwata vari va mines minister vaituchita disappoint chalango kwevati tavakwata mano na Makebi Zulu tavakwata mano tavachita advice wino family avarenosha. Ifwe kuno ku South Africa twarise vana ndemyeva vachirupya. Opo vati vikavena Zambia mukwevaigara mutyalo ni pamulu. But muri case vamusukwa na Makebi osho vachita. Valire ngokwevati varete omusevanya muno mu South Africa turapirwa nokulandati tulivena Zambia.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Leranda chachine ero mukoma irepo sana mukonkomeshi.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tai.
Good evening.
Yes, you are talking to Fredson in Osaka. Yes, I wanted just to say that actually Mama Esther, he has just brought these things by himself, or by herself, I mean. You see, these things could have been done long time ago. And I feel like Mama Esther also has got some issues that is failing to come up with, whereby it could even help others. If he just knew that, okay, I've got some issues in the court situation, then the government wants the body to go and bury it in our country, like here in Zambia. It could have just said, okay, I've got issues in the court. Let me, those issues that I have, to end up so that I can mourn my husband in peace.
Yeah. No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Daddy.
Yes, please.
Hey, Vamdara Muranda Chimbipan.
Okay.
Avaveni va truck driver vaneni. Vatayari. Vamdara iseto trefo kofe Timofie. Vamdara Timofie. To trefo kofe Timofie. Trefo kuishiva afuire shani.
That is the issue. That is the issue.
Yes, it's we pay attention afuire shani. To trefo kwa government wakati kofe okupwewa station ni malaria. Nimumana mutwe chinsi chavepeye. Because there is no way penero mwadi. Tana kufiso mubidi. No. Ano kwa tise wa shasa mbida. Mwambo suspecta para serere. Chinsi bareki sabe. Uweto bareki cha chinsi. The first time to apirwa po president wa Gambia. Wama pitapo vadi.
Mwana wasa muntu wandi just tekukwikata pakanwa mwana wasa afwirire ku Egypt ulayibukisha afwirire ku Egypt fyonse fyaliendere vyabwino aisa mwana wasa twalosha afwa basata ulayibukisha basata bali luwele for a long time abantu balefisa but iyo bafire ku London baliletera omubiri nokulanda kwatawo bafa bunzi twali mwene nomba pali balungu chakosa shani chakosa shani No, I think the line has cut. Hello? I mean, we have had presidents that have died before. We didn't have this. Why on this one? Because Makebi Zulu. Hello? Yeah, I don't know what is happening with that. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Thank you. Matayari, we are really grateful to have someone at your age who would educate masses in this country. Including our lawyers, those we call lawyers, they are misleading people. Imagine, I don't know why. I had a lot of respect in our Munduvile. But now, I don't know, maybe it's desperation of getting to plot one, I don't know. He has misled himself, he is misleading people for no proper reasons over the death of Mr. Lungu. Imagine Ramunduvire, he doesn't know all these processes that without this can be done. With this can be done. Are you sure Batayari, Ramunduvire? So the country is being held at ransom because of people whom we call learned people, like Ramunduvire. And I can foresee that Ramunduvire sometimes, even in FDD, he might even not take long. He will be booted out very shortly before elections. Because today's that presser, it did not recognize the purpose vehicle, which is FDD. So FDD today was excluded, and I've seen some sections that they were not happy FDD being excluded. So Ramunduvire has to be very careful because it was our choice, and you have nowhere to hide.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm live.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a contribution. Today's topic is really very, very important as far as the nation is concerned. If I were Makebi Zulu, I would be very happy to hear that the authorities are doing a post-mortem. Because if I am clean, who would exonerate me?
Yes.
Now, why should I come again and start saying, no, the family was not there? You want to come and say, no, the family was not there, so we disagree with the results. That's where they will be going now. Which is very unfortunate. We want to close this issue.
Yes.
Once and for all. Yeah.
No, thank you. Hello?
Yes, Tayari.
Yes. Please, let's go. Let's discuss the issue. Quickly, go in. Don't start greeting me. You have already seen me. I'm okay. Kulishani uko. Ayomai, please just go and discuss the issues.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, Mr. Tayari, we are following what you are saying is very true. It's just a concern. We want to know if you go to the hospital, you are sick, they test you positive malaria. The doctor will tell you have malaria. So what is going hard for the family to tell us what made the president die?
Why?
it's so hard?
Yes.
That's
Why?
what we want to know.
Mm.
Because now, like now we are in suspense. We don't know what is happening.
Mm.
Just people accusing people, this one accusing that one, but that is not enough. What we want now, want to know the cause of the death.
Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, Mr. Tayaji, I'm a person who follow you always. But thank you so very much, and please, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Those are the important questions that you should be asking them. Why? How did he die? Tell us. Let them tell us, not start accusing people who wants to tell us how he died, accusing them, hey, no, hey, ubuloshi, hey, whatever. No, we want to know, how did Edgar Lungu die?
Yes, that's what we need here.
No, thank you.
Thank you, man. I'm calling from Kafue National Park in Zambia.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Superstitious, how are you?
Fine. How are you? I've already been conferred with the doctorate now.
Me, I'll call you Dr. Superstitious.
Honorary.
You know, I'll be very honest with you, my brother. What I'm like that, and it's Pumuti Mechumfwa. And those who've got no eyes to see, we are all adults. We are able to see what Makebi and those minions who are visionless, what they are doing. It's to be close to 1 year, meaning Ninshivare Monamunga if we take Petuishi Refinechitika. Petuishi Refinechitika, not to Mona, no Kumona, Avantu Avan, Gale to Angacha. Oh, I feel pity for my brother Makebi. You know, whatever he's doing, it will come back to him. It will come back to him, and then you start complaining. And then my appeal also na Kubena Zambia. Sometimes, if you get one more to say, if you valera ndavantu, because umuntu wakwatamano, what my brother Dr. Tahari was saying, ile panga sensi na ngumuntu mchikoposhani. Watu wamu nokumonati atinki ako kile yoku inshira ile twaloku momon danukula panga mapropaganda ashire panga sense yawe nangu kwato mufimbira teke bashirusha. Otherwise continue, my brother, liking up people however call bandu bachimitumina abo baba perfect balabana. I'm so surprised that some women.
Let's leave that. Let's leave that for another day. Thank you very much. Hello?
Atari.
Yes.
Namushwa bamdala. Info yaba ifile fika kuri balungu te. Na fika sana expose abantu abengi. We've come to know now the caliber and level abantu twakwata. People are actually eyeing for that office. It has exposed a lot of people. Because look, even the pathologist, who is that one watch them back? Could them babuino na rondorola. Even check what people are posting. And you even go live exposing your ignorance. I'm very disappointed.
Munekwata na press conference.
I just want
Munekwata na press conference, sure. Having a press conference, if you are mumitwe, instead of saying things as they are. I don't even understand why they keep dragging the Zambian government. I'm sorry, I have to mention Emmanuel Mwamba. The Zambian government has no jurisdiction in South Africa. So far, what is happening in South Africa? The Zambian government are just there, also following the processes. It is not the Zambian government. No, the Zambian government just wanting to, make people hate the Haka in the HMS government. Ma politics, at you. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Atali.
Yes.
Yes, you know what? First things first, I'm disappointed with Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is a joker, and he really wants to govern our country on what capacity. These guys, what they are trying to do is just to make money from Arena Edgar. There is nothing that Makebi wants. This guy, this boy rather, is a joke. It's really a joke. He's just trying to milk that family. And also, I want to put the blame on the church. So-called pastors for Lungu. Where are they? They can't advise the family, especially Makebi Zulu. No, let us be serious, you guys. Let us be serious. Huh? There is no way the church is quiet. They can't speak out the way they used to speak when we had time of, prayer and fasting. This time around, they are mute. They are nowhere to be seen. Come on, people, come on. Let Akainde rule the country the way he's ruling now. The rest, they are the jokers. Mundurile, he claims to be a lawyer, but he cannot advise Makebi Zulu. No, this is uncalled for.
No,
I'm
thank
really
you.
pissed off.
Thank
I
you.
rate my case.
Hello? 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 Hey, I'm quiet.
Yeah, I will contemplate upon come to plan. Because if I'm on the or Chikopo Shan, Umfua, and next what they could come out. Because in the was an I know the government just
Ninchishiro maposa, ninchishiro la maposa ena, alale kaka inde ichilema, nishaka inde ichilema, ale tunguru la Zambia na South Africa nomba.
Nisha ala do South Africa na Zambia. Because if I actually post mortem, ni government South Africa. And then for example, body I some Zambia. Government they am Zambia and gaire fire. Which is the post mortem food.
Exactly. Waumfwa na umfwa wino sana. Na umfwa wino sana. Chachine. Na ku South Africa bale sta post mortem. Ngabaisa ichitumminga chaisa ku Zambia ngachakoti ubutako bwa mu Zambia na bubulefu waya ngapali fimu efishilibu. Napenda kuti wachita post mortem. Chachine cho walanda. But so far in South Africa.
Apa so in South Africa is the possible to why is investigate away. Okay,
no, I'm very happy for Alando what this guy has said, because it is all South Africa, but they can the government, no, it is not the Zambian government. The Zambian government is just there as a complainer, as part of the litigants. Hello?
Hello, Mawomba Shanyama.
I am Kwema Wumbe.
Hello.
Sukoko. Emkwa.
So Mawomba Kwena na myumfa wino ni mkonka mu wino. Nechile mpapusha mwanje ni kuma leaders in the youth wa murusaga muno. Chilenda pusha kuma leaders na through social media. Sometimes chilendetero bulanda sana. Ngana rodi sefire chitika na umfa kozi nendo umfa wino ndateka nenda kwata time yaku. Uku umfofu balera ndawe ne balefo okubera tunguru kwa Makebi Zulu. Aho chilempera no mwenzo. Otherwise yama na umfofu mwalanda ni fimfuikisha wino. Usha evere baranda tushu ufa panono na pafingi titia omfo yama. Na mulondorola fyonsori na matu yaku umfaka yombi. Na mwirura abantu imitwi. Na bapumbwa bene bali yawo kozi. Na beshi banokwishira titomulera ndachishinka. Natotera yabo.
Natotera. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, boss.
I'm okay, thank you.
Area yabalungu eri liyasimanani futeli
let us just put ourselves with Zambians prayer so that we can put in there. Luckily, this has never happened in our country. Now, because of our desperation and some problems, we can't solve such a small issue. So, taking prayers on safety, not that journey position, building out, say. It's very embarrassing, my name.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, what's your commission?
Wena from kwa?
When I'm buying the picture.
Push on the fire. Push on the fire sana. Push any man.
So the South African government. So all this time, when the case was brought before the court, why didn't they do a postmortem then?
Okay, very good. Just there, hold on. I've already explained in this video. When this case happened, Uyumlandu has been locked in court. It has been in court. The South African police have been investigating this case. Apart from the South African police investigating, there is also an inquest. An inquest is whereby a magistrate and they invite people to say, that is an inquest. But apart from that, the police have been investigating. And a number of times, the police have even gone to Okowale Sunga body. They were going there. But they couldn't access the body. And Makebi Zulu was even reporting. I think about 3 times they went there. They couldn't access the body. Why? Because there was an injunction. There was an injunction.
Oh, so the injunction. So was it lifted? Is that why they were able to do it?
Exactly. Apa number, the injunction was apa so number. Apa, the injunction was lifted. How was it lifted? Because Makebi Zulu failed to push in the arguments of appeal. Makebi Zulu was given up to 30th March. But by 30th March, ukalondolole why you want this case to be overturned. But Makebi Zulu up to 30th March, he didn't do it. So the South African government, Pamona Zambian government, they waited for 20 days. Mumona pa 30th March, no provide stay ila kuyokuya senda body. Body ba sendere pa 21. Pa 21 ilo ba sendere. Date ya kwa Makebi Zulu.
To tell you the truth, this is too much for anybody. How can people just sit there and let this happen? To me, I just don't get it. Umuntu bam start autopsy after all these months. And for them, after I start autopsy, they still can't let go of the body. I talk it, she can get body number. Like they can't do it, sure.
Imagine, but still, Makebi Zulu is still holding on. Makebi Zulu is still holding on. Imagine. But even after this,
because they literally had to open that body up.
Yes, the body is open.
And do all that stuff.
The body has been opened and the food in fridge. Imagine.
I don't even know how they sleep at night.
Imagine.
I don't know how he goes to sleep at night. She could have put an end to it and that, okay, this is too much.
Yes. Yes. After, even if, okay, to be honest with you, even if this autopsy was good or bad or whatever, at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
That's what I thought was going to happen.
No, but now I give us
back the body.
Give us back the body. Now I send the body. But we can put in fridge. But we can fridge.
I mean, I refuse.
No,
Okay, we can win. I thought.
thank you.
Okay.
Precious, you are calling. I'm not picking your line. I don't want you. I don't want. Go, Kurivena Mwamba, Kubena Nankani. I don't want you on this platform today. Go. Hello?
Hello, Batali Mishani.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, boy. Batali, I'm just wondering, why isn't the government giving us an update? Because this thing has been running for 3 days now. And it's like the UPND is becoming good at playing catch up instead of setting the narrative. Right now, what is saving them is that most people are fed up with this thing and the story of Alongo. But if people were on the other side, this is like a critical time. It would have been a slam dunk for them to show who these opposition really are. But we're not getting them updates. And the only places that are reporting these things are the propaganda places. So would you know exactly why they're actually not providing guidance and taking a lead in giving information on what exactly is happening?
My sister, I want to take advantage of your question. And I want to be very bold. No, stable. I'm telling you, I'm very disappointed with the UPND. I'm very disappointed with the UPND. Very disappointed. And I'm telling you, by UPND, just that if you into fishing, it's the truth. But otherwise, I mean, I would have been attacking you big time. But and what I'm doing here, my sister, I'm not doing it for UPND. I'm doing it for the Zambian people to understand. But UPND, they are very disappointing. UPND, really, I mean, things happening. People every day, people are talking. Every day, people are talking, and they are not coming up to provide proper updates. This news is all over. It's being covered by, international media.
SABC, as we are speaking, the families all over the South African media. Not a single official is giving a proper update to say that, oh, you're too there in, we are still working, or we are waiting for the autopsy results, or this is not true, this is but
nothing.
Propaganda has just taken over.
Propaganda has taken over. And I don't know about UPND. Katwishinga ni power na vena, that they seem to be too comfortable. I think they are too comfortable. Because this is very important. What is happening? They should be explaining. Makebi Zulu is every day. Emmanuel Mwamba is every day talking. Everybody is talking. And they are quiet. And yet some fools think that, no, Tahari is doing this because UPND is paying them. Not even myself am I able to access anyone. I have not even spoken to anyone in the UPND over this issue. If anything, one would expect that, by UPND, I'm supporting them. I come here online, I talk for them. At least you would even have, an interaction with them. They would be able to tell you, to say, Nifi village sticker. I have to be phoning people in South Africa. Phoning people in South Africa. These are the kind of things, these are the political mistakes people make. When you become too comfortable, UPND, they seem to be too comfortable. They are comfortable. No, we are okay. Now we are okay. I'm telling you, I'm a politics school and I'm a politics C. You can destroy a nice building that is properly built. You can destroy it. Somebody is talking about this Max Moore. This Max Moore, he was posting, I saw it was murder. What nonsense is that? What? I saw it was murder. What nonsense is that? Have you gotten? Because he is the media director. And as a media director, if he has information, he has to come to people and tell them. If he has information that he has been told that it was murder, he should come out clearly and say, no, this thing is a situation like this. No matter what they land. You are frustrating. You are frustrating. And all of you who think that, no, Tahari speaks because you are wasting your time. No, it's not like that. Sometimes UPND frustrates me because really they are too comfortable. They are too, I don't know. So anyway, my sister, I am as frustrated. Basically, what I wanted to tell you is that I am as frustrated in the way that UPND conduct themselves when there is propaganda. Propaganda can be so bad. People can turn against you. People can do terrible things out of propaganda. If you don't handle propaganda, propaganda is very important in in politics. So my sister, your observation is I am more frustrated than you are.
Thank you, Vatari, for what you're doing, because really they've put us in a fix. Good today, I'm fire news, party, JJ Banda show. Imagine. Because information page the pad. We all see more like you are saying. If you've got the right information, put it in
out there.
Nail it down.
If you don't have, shut up.
This is what it is.
Hey. If you don't have information, shut up. You can't come out. So it was mad. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? And you are the media spokesperson. People are looking up to you because when everything happens, they look at the media prerogative. But they are quiet. They are quiet. Bakawana. Bakawana was very good. What is happening, Bakawana? Mwaja mwaikuta nomba mwala problem. Nga walia abantu nga walia waikuta bala lavati bala lavanoko file fuma. Ukoku ya mule ikuta. It is because you are in power. When you lose power, you won't be able to ukuja no kuikuta. Mwilaka ntampo kumiyamu. Chua rufianya. Bye. Oh, thank you very much, my sister. Twashitira kuliko. Okay, bye. Thanks.
And, you know, all those who are busy
talking nonsense. Kabio kwa iwe twaro bushirubo kotenena kupenyai. Ala iwe. Umbereshe. Ala. All those kabioko. Kwa kwine. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Washikia, mulishana.
Mkwai.
Mkwai, tuli win. Washikia na yembepo ukuirishanya kupali wa UPND, yesho wa ikara comfortable. You know, you are right. UPND, wali karisha sana comfortable. There is nothing they are telling the people. We have groups. I'll give an example. There are two boys. I won't mention their name, the actual name. There are two boys based on the copper belt. Every day, these boys are busy talking. Every day they are talking. They are talking against HH. They are talking against UPND as a group, as a party. Every day they are on the media. But by UPND, I have not seen anyone. And yet you are very far there. You are able to explain these things to the nation. So this is a big problem that I've seen with UPND also.
No, it's a big problem.
They feel so comfortable because these are politics.
Nah, imagine.
So really, you are doing a good job. I want to thank you. Please continue educating us.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Thank you. No, truth be told, UPND is too comfortable. He is very comfortable. Katwishinga nishi, katwish. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Sam.
Good evening.
You know what, but I have Malanda UPND. It's true. Sometimes even me, I get frustrated, especially in the Max or in the media shari. But it's very comfortable. Early she because in the Mamma Jokoman, the local child with nature bush every day. Bramanda every day, very good. Whenever you pay in Zimbabwe, congratulations, that's very old now. People love the president. It's not like white. Now, votes back up what and win just because people now they have trust in Bakainde.
by UPN, they are the let down, especially by media. That is a much bit of course take care of. Instead, it comes to the media and they explain. Now, we are every day. And we should bring this topic back on another day. Very comfortable. They are very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
That's why you feel living in a more.
Hey, you know, I want to have. I mean,
they are busy believing what Makebi is saying. It's only those who are done. When I can tell a child, go school, why is she put my stuff so many never so many around. I remember UPNG, they're very disappointing. Especially Max and the team. I'm very disappointed.
No, thank
Just
you.
because I love work, I leave them, I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you. Hello?
Mr. Tayari, good evening.
Good evening.
All right, so just a quick one. I'm also, I'm a Zambian and I have consent. Like who've been hearing only the opposition party, they've been telling us what is happening with about the former president Edgar Chagwalungu. And I heard that yesterday they took the body for postmortem. Why is the government quiet? Why are they not addressing us as Zambians? Because we are concerned. We want to know what is happening. We want to know the truth.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm calling. I'm just concerned about that. They shouldn't be quiet. Like the opposition leaders, they are talking about it every day. The government also, they should come out. They tell us as Zambians what is going on, what is happening, so that we can know the truth.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm quiet.
But I hope you're going to know report. If shows if it's come to speak that I could. It will be someday. More
Iwe, speak to the issue. Not that if you, I'm not going to tolerate you shululeta wobyo uwakuromu kabye kalandeko kumbyuko fya upuba. Limbi ni mwe mkabe ntungurushi whatever. Talk about the issue. Mkabe ntungurushi, that's for sure. Hala? Fya upuba lero mwate I'm interested. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Terry.
Hello.
Yes, thank you so much, brother. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Please speak to the issue. Not if I got to tampokula data. Whatever. Ninji shwanta ben tungurishi. Fia upuba. Hello? Yes.
I'm equally disappointed with the way the UPND have taken this issue of Edgar Lungu. We are living in an information age where a second is lost. And once you miss that second, propaganda goes. But they're failing to react.
And you know,
people now and people are speculative instead of them explaining, instead of don't try and read those. Where is Vamwetwa? Where is Vakawani? Because these are the people, because Vamwetwa and Vakawani people who are supposed to protect the image of the Indian government. At the end of the day, people are blaming them as if they were the ones who are delaying every process.
Yes.
They should have explained. We are giving today, we can
yes.
Now the problem is this and this.
Yes.
I'm also disappointed. And it's very frustrating when people who are supposed to give us information are not giving us. We have to look for information. We have to gather propaganda and even to see. So we're feeling which one are we gabbing out? Which one are we getting? I'm quite disappointed.
No.
Explanation, you're teaching us a lot. You're teaching us a lot. Thank you very much. May God keep you and may God bless you and keep you. May His gracious side shine upon you and grant you peace. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. And you know, people think that that is being said. No. Me, I do just things, whatever. But you PN divide ikari loko. Na ine kuno prukuta fenek. Hello? Hello?
Fine. Hello. Imbeka.
Yes, Imbeka.
Finally. Imaisa kumitumira mani. Andini. Ilekeni na kabe ntakuti. Imbe mu weekend kumulibandula hapa na monga mgolo wali tini. Na imatu mwamba na but bando lina kusi. Wakapunya boza imwe 20 hours ya. Kuri mama ningi for information kama ikumba kutata. Just
Zikomo kwambiri zikomo. Hello?
Hello, good evening, Mr. Tally.
Good evening.
Yes, I have followed your program very well, and thank you so much for the information that you have been giving us. It's really helping. Yeah, so I just wanted to make a comment concerning the UPND media. My take on this one, I'm just thinking, maybe they do not want to rush so much into making any comments before they come up with the report, before the report is released from the thing that was carried yesterday. So my view is that maybe we give them a bit of time so that at least they come up with a conclusive report. I want to believe that maybe something big is coming out of this. That is what I'm thinking.
So my sister, I'm happy with your perspective. Maybe they are being patient until they have something. But unfortunately, this whole thing is shrouded in politics. From day one, this thing has been shrouded in politics. And from day one, I've been insisting to say, this thing is shrouded in politics. Now, in politics, you need to follow issue by issue. Because, you are competing. We are competing. You are listening to me. Others are listening to somebody else talking. And when I'm talking here, I'm convincing some of you, and others are also being convinced somewhere else. Now, imagine if I'm not talking. Okay, I'm not just saying, I'm not trying to play self-importance here. But at least I have some people that I'm convincing. Now, if you don't need what I've told you here, what have I revealed anything? I've not revealed anything. I've only explained what is in the public domain. That is all.
What is in the public domain?
That is all. Explaining what is happening.
Just an update. Yes.
An update. That's all. That's all people want. I have not said what killed Edgar Lungu. I haven't said it. I have not given you what the autopsy reviewed. I have not given you. But I've simply responded to those people who are saying, why is the family not invited? And I've come to explain the circumstances when the family is brought in and when the family may not be brought in, especially when they are also suspects, when their behavior has been suspicious. So just that explanation to say, oh, this is what happened. Oh, now we have given back the body. We have given back the body because the court.
We are on this.
Yes. Just that. A constant update so that people are not cheated, because when you don't, like a good example, a critical issue, I'm sure you didn't know that the case in the Supreme Court collapsed. I'm sure you didn't know. I'm sure you didn't know that Makebi Zulu was given up to 30th March. You didn't know. That was an important information that should have come out to say Makebi Zulu has not done this, and therefore whatever injunction is no longer there, and we are accessing the body, or we have accessed the body based on this. Now they were reacting. There was information. No, the body has been stolen. You see, the body has been stolen, and that's when a statement was being issued.
No one said anything about it. Yeah.
You know, so you need to be strategic. So that is my problem. They don't have to review anything.
Yeah, no, you're very.
They
right,
need to move with people. People need to know this is what is happening. 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 Without that, I mean, they will be reactive. You don't have to be reactive when you are the government. You have to set the agenda. Makebi Zulu is the one who's supposed to be on the defense. Not Makebi Zulu attacks, then you start being on the defense. No, it's not good. So that is the issue from my perspective. That yes, I know other things will come later, but simply explain things to people, let people understand. Yeah.
No, thank you so much for the information.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Yes, please.
Yes. I just to contribute now for that. I'm up this Alisa, maybe because whatever that quite a concrete information. But I think you're in a situation is here but the concrete information. That's a very good report. So that people are addressed. By the fact we are hearing this from a former person, not to Areka Fear, I want to Valanda Fear. Otherwise, fear later propaganda is an which to convince abantu futhi adawe through picture ni fira kupasana. You just create more work for yourself. Nishwamba firefighting, no. So kuma bimwalanda tawo ke tatrefo kulanda po officially fine finga mkushwe chinka. Watch out for these platforms to run stuff update but fikiri hapa. Simple for abantu bala to understand. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chirufia.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I want to say something about the UPND's approach to this issue.
Yes.
If you remember, the UPND gave instructions to all of us to say no one should speak on this issue except the Secretary to Cabinet. So that has hindered all of us in UPND to say anything on this matter. That is the problem. That is there. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
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 Thank you very much, Mr. Tayari. What you have said is very true, but I wanted to say something about the excitement. Did you see the excitement of the opposition leaders and the TV stations, those who are inclined to the opposition?
Yes, everyone was talking. Yes, even the papers, the headlines.
Yes, how I wish, how I wish. When they were arranging that, they should have even arranged for the plane. Immediately they got it, they do everything and they left up to Lusaka. By the time they were going to apply, the boat was supposed to be in Lusaka.
So on that one, my brother, I have explained, I've touched on that issue in the program. Basically, the government wants to follow the due process. The issue at the moment, if the Zambian government could not get that body express. Why? Because the South African government has got interest. The police wants to investigate. Edgar Lungu died in South Africa. He died in South Africa. He died in their country. They need to establish how he died. So the Zambian government cannot just get the body. They can, of course, if they use an underhand methods and everything. But I think both governments, the South African government and the Zambian government, they are following the due process. So this is why they are allowing the investigation and the police, the court cases to go on duly.
Yes, no, thank you so much. Otherwise, they are just trying to score political scores. That is the point.
Yes.
They are very excited.
Yes.
All the opposition are thinking maybe they are going to get sympathy now.
Yes.
Because of what has happened.
They are thinking they can, Hakainde can lose votes over this. That's what they think.
Yes, yes. Yes, no, thank you so much.
Yeah, they are thinking Hakainde Hichilema will lose votes. Hakainde Hichilema cannot lose votes. There is no way. I mean, and you know the pitiful thing about my fellow opposition is that, you know, even when there is an issue that is that can expedite, that can help their political fortune, they mishandle it as well. How do they mishandle it? Mwambo kula ndobufi. Say the truth. Hey, number, mambo kuvika mawuloshi number. Hey, somebody was even telling me they have stolen body parts. Honestly, how long can you think to suggest that they can steal body parts? Ichitumbi imwe mwineka ndufiani. Ichitumbi chari kala 10 months ekowe bafuna body parts. Bwana sana Mzambia. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Tayali.
Yes.
Yes, I'm very happy with the way you are reading the same a matter concerning the thing of our former Republican president. If there were people who normally follow you the way how you do explain the issue, I'm one of them actually. If there were people who are supposed to have open mind and open ears to listen what you usually tell people, if there's anyone who disagreeing with what you usually explain, then that person, I don't know where it came from. Otherwise, keep on explaining the truth like the way you are standing for us, Zambians. Let it be like that. May the good God bless you and keep you, bring a lot of information in your head, the way how you explain. I wish Makebi would have even opened his phone and listened to what you explained right now. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Time. Let me allow other people to participate.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello?
Dis-moi, Andem Pompoy.
Mkoy.
But I would love to thank you for the good work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes, but I'm very disappointed with the conduct of Makebi Zulu, sir. Honestly, that man has shown how unprofessional he is. And honestly, we can't have such a person as our leader in this nation. No, he's got his own selfish ambitions that he has. Then secondly, HH has got nothing to do with that body. He's not, in fact, in his personal life, he's not even interested. He's not even interested, but it's because he's the president of this nation. And that's the reason why the government needs to take part in the whole thing. Otherwise, he's not even interested.
Yeah, sure. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. I had a very basic question for you.
Yes.
I have followed this discussion and I wanted to really understand who was there when the former president was hospitalized and later on died.
Come again, because the phone is breaking. Who was there? Who?
I wanted to find out who was around when the president was taken to the hospital and later on died.
Well,
did he have someone visiting him or anything?
You know, I want to be honest with you according to the information that I have, which is according to the information that I have. The Vamayowa Esther was went with him. Vaesta and other people, but I mean, prominent is Vaesta went with him to the hospital. When he died, according to the information that I have, that is not very clear because apparently no family member was there, according to what I have. But you see, what I'm telling you is according to the information which I was also just told. There have not been people who have come out to really explain how he went to the hospital, what necessitated him to go to the hospital on that particular day, what happened at the hospital, how he died. That information has not been disclosed by the family. As you know, such information can only come best from the family, other than the third party. It's the family to explain, but the family have not explained that, and instead of explaining that, they have been making allegations, accusations on other people. And this is why the South African police have become interested and why they even did the postmortem.
Yeah, I think this is where we become suspects, because if they even wrote a different name, would Mama Esther be able to give a name to the hospital together? And why information not even there? Because you're supposed to get even information from Mama Esther in the first place, because you would have been given the full information of what the doctors have found at that particular time. So, for me, the suspicion comes from there.
Yes. It does.
Even just the fact that they made an announcement and then the daughter comes in,
yes.
one or two things,
yes.
Here, my son comes in, and this one comes in, it's poisoning. At what point was poisoning coming in?
Yeah.
So it could be the president died alone. They were blunt about everything, or they cleaned up with one or two things, or they did something. And now they don't know how to bring it out, and they start just expecting people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Indeed, this is the obscurity, this is the suspicion. Hello?
Otari.
Emkwa.
Otari wa president wa social.
Bwino femkwa.
Bwino. Bakala ndefo ndande kona ile pali I abantu balenda pali ya express information bwino. Like you could update abantu of the somehow I would want to recommend the UPND. To me it's like they have just decided to take a very steady way on how to handle this issue, or how to go about this issue. Because Bakaramba, one thing again we shouldn't forget, Ababa Kaboki, Ababa, more especially Ababa Alliance, Ababa former UPND, former ruling party. That's a strategy that they have. They want to distract the ruling party. So we mustn't forget about that. You see. Kutubalanda bachitepia ezo all over the social media. Now it's not talking about social media na bena balesta counter attack. Balesta counter attack, so they are counter attacking also. You see, what about boys are over the social media bena invocation balelanda na bena. Though we need to help them. But again, when you look at it critically, just to be cynical about it, I think this the position that the government has taken, I think it's the best, because Avama guys, they don't mean well for Zambia.
My brother,
they don't mean well for Zambia. They would want
my brother, I want to take advantage. I want to take advantage of your comment. I respect your comment to say they are being strategic, especially as a government. I totally agree.
Yes.
They need to be strategic. They need to be careful. They need to be cautious when handling such matters. But number, this is free consultancy. Free consultancy to by UPND. I know they will not like me, but in me, I just say the truth. A government must be must be far-reached. A government must be far-reached. So when you're talking about information, there must be layers of information. Layers. Layers. Apapa first layer, second layer, third layer, mpaka first, mpaka nakuli information minister. Who is the government spokesperson? So the government spokesperson should only come in when really it is important and it is of national interest and whatever. It is at that level. But then there is another level where you have a shadow media. Because from the minister, we have ZNBC, we have the public media. But as a government, you should also have your own shadow media.
An official,
Your own shadow media. Opposition at the moment has that shadow media. You have TV stations, you have radio stations, you have newspapers, you have bloggers who are media house. Munatamba Emmanuel Mwamba is a media where he is. He's a media. You see? So these people, they feed into the public. They feed news into the public. So as a government,
sorry to cut you short, Uncle Dad.
wait, let me just finish up. So as a media, as a government, you should also have such shadow media that will counter ama missiles ngale isoku na wale star and sometimes now they are launching missiles into that media.
Exactly.
And then you should also have prominent people, certain people, individuals. That one, who are able to talk on issues, who are able to analyze issues. And these, they should go to the public media, they should go to and debate with people in the opposition media. You see? So, there must be layers. And then you should also have now these people that you are talking about, Bafimbo Poke, Banani, you should have them. You know? But these people, including myself,
I really love your point.
Including myself, somebody who is supporting you, you say he has got followers. Now, these people, when they are talking, they are supposed to be a structure. They are supposed to be somehow controlled. Meaning, you need to feed them what to say. You need to feed them what to say. What the information minister cannot say, you can feed it to this shadow media. And because, so that but there must be another media that comes up and say, no, this is breaking news. This. You know? There is a radio, you know? But UPND, and what I've said here, this, according to me, is how a government, and as a government, you must have this kind of system, this kind of structures. They should be there. When there is something, they should know who can talk about this. Oh, this one can talk. Oh, who are we going to give this one? This can. But UPND doesn't seem to have that.
What I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, Batayag, because we are just talking one and the same thing. And it's not that I'm condoning. No, I'm condoning or refusing and Alan they no, they are okay, whatever. Because what about sometimes they Gafia Super Pinto. Tetu Aleka Piene, Alek Ponona. Ufile Wesha. Ufile Tutana. Mama, me, I'm not happy. I'm very much and I'm sure that I'm very much disappointed with the Max Simuwe. Max Simuwe. More position, Alelanda Sana, those are the guys that really helped UPND to be where it is today. You see, in terms of politics here for media, because politics that are in America. And I see how American media is used when it comes to politics.
Yes. CNN is for the Democrats. CNN a very well established, but it is there for the Democrats.
Mama na kwati kuno mdala ife yaba kuno kwati Fox News mdala is
Republican. Yes.
There is nothing you can say about what. Wanatunga mdala wanatunga. Kutu wakulo kuwaso. Kutu sipe weka. You see? So I think it's a very good topic. I like this topic. This is the only checks and balancing I think that we need to give to UPND.
No, surely. No, truth be told.
We have got a very good president. Otherwise, we need to be very careful. They are very cunning. They are very cunning,
No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you.
What we are saying is a very good point, Uncle Tayari. Thanks very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
No, surely, I mean, we need to, in a problem, I'm not just a sycophant who will support anything anyhow. Where there is a problem, I mean, we need to face it. We need to look at it. And surely, I mean, Hakainde Ichilema is doing very good. But you know, if each of Yakwa Hakainde Ichilema must be shown, must be seen, must be seen. Otherwise, more politics. You can be doing good things, but if those good things are not propagated to the people, somebody will come and say negative things, and it will be like you have done nothing. Hello?
Hello once more. Francis again, Charlie.
Yes.
I'm the person that called you first.
Okay.
But then just a quick one, under I think a minute. You are a public lawyer. You are not doing it for anyone. Of course, you are doing it for the righteousness of the nation, or rather, moving forward of the nation. This is why, in fact, you've drawn a lot of people, because you are talking the truth. But then the other thing may be that I would require you to do, Tayali. Even as we telling these guys that they are not, giving us information, why can't you pinpoint them, call them personally one by one, and then...
My brother, I will cut you there. I can show you here. Publicly, I can show you. I've been calling them. I call them. They don't pick their line. They don't. I call them. I text them.
Thinking that maybe you want some help.
That is the problem. Because muma politics.
Sure.
You have a job because Dad is talking. That's why you have a job. Let me just finish. This point is very important, because others they forget that you have a job because we are busy pushing you, and the others they think that when we ask for help, it is we are useless. We are useless. We are a charity. No, we contribute for you to be in power, for you to have that job. Because if we don't contribute, if we don't help you to stay in government, you will lose that job. So, they have this attitude, like we are charity cases. No, we are helping you to be in that job. So, nangu kutumina phone, ngata ukwete, kwanda batawo nshikwete. Ngata kutumina phone. I don't play big. I am very honest about this. For me, I mean, how am I going to survive if those people who Hakainde Ichilema has not given me a job? Others Hakainde Ichilema has given them a job. Those people that they have been given a job, they must make sure that they help those of us who have not been given jobs. And not number one, no, I cannot. At the end of the day, if Hakainde Ichilema loses power, he will not be able to appoint you. You will not have a job, and you should take a leaf from BAPF. Look at BAPF; they were in power. They were swimming in money and everything.
So finally, Tayali, what I can say, it's like these guys are out of this world, but then what you're doing is actually very good for the nation because it's in public domain. And I'm sure even the president listens or watches your program. So just keep on hammering, on the head. One day it shall actually come to pay. Thanks a lot, Tayali.
My brother, before you go, what I'm crying for now is information myself. What I'm crying for mostly is information. Because, I'm also limited. They are privileged. They are in government. They have more information of what is happening in South Africa than me. Me today, today I spent the whole day, calling people in South Africa, what. And, and sometimes I can be misled. All they need, they don't have to give me confidential information. It's simply to say, oh, this, so that when I come on the program, I can be able to explain to you people better. But when they are not responding to me, yes.
Sure, to put you in an informed position.
Yes. Now, even in me, I'm telling you here, I'm saying it here. The information that I do here, it is out of my struggle with my other sources.
Your own research.
And not with the UPND. And it is very frustrating. You say why should I be calling this one when this one and this one must have information? I wanted to confirm, has the body been taken? Just that. I wanted to confirm. How do I confirm? I cannot call Makebi. I cannot call Makebi. So how do I confirm if the body has been handed over? So now I started calling. Hey, do you know somebody at that whatever? Oh no, wait for me. Hey, whatever. Until I found out to say, yes, the body has been taken. And by the way, they have not even taken it to Ntwankani, to whatever, because
to mountain.
That mountain has refused to accept the body. So I don't know where they have taken the body. But these are the kind of information that those in government should know.
That you need.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, my brother.
I think we'll help you. We'll help you. We'll help you, my brother. We'll push these guys to actually come to the, to the game.
No, it's very frustrating, to be honest. And it's frustrating, especially when people are even insulting you. Hey, no, UPND. Even when you write a statement this statement was written by State House. I don't even talk to anyone in State House. I don't even know who to call and whatever, because everyone is not interested. They behave as if they don't even know me. It is frustrating sometimes.
No, we thank you. We thank you for the good job that you're doing. Good night,
Thank you. So anyway, I think let me even end on that note. Let me end on that note. Anyway, I think we seem to have digressed. The issue which we are talking about here, it's about Edgar Lungu. It's about Edgar Lungu and what is happening in South Africa. And like I have said, I'm doing a summary for those of you who may not have followed me where I started. When Edgar Lungu died, immediately the Makebi Zulu and the family, they started accusing others. They started pointing fingers. Hey, he has been killed. Hey, he has been poisoned, and so on and so forth. And they were very secretive about the body and how Edgar Lungu died. They were very secretive. From there, it went into court. In court, they said, no, we are going to tell the truth. We are going to tell whatever. In court, they failed to tell their story. Whatever stories that they have been telling you on social media, in court, they failed to substantiate. They failed to give evidence. And that is how the Zambian government won the case. And they were told, take the body, go and bury. Unfortunately, the family appealed. When they appealed, they were told, why haven't you agreed? Tell us why you haven't agreed. And Makebi Zulu was given up to 30th March. 30th March, Makebi Zulu did not give that evidence or that argument. He didn't. And because he didn't do that 30th, it meant that the case in the Supreme Court collapsed. And because the case collapsed in the Supreme Court, the injunctions or all impediments which were on the body were lifted. And that is how the Zambian government and the South African government took the body. But when they took the body, the South African government said, hello, hold on. These people accused, suspected that this person did not die a natural death. There could have been a foul play. We want to find out. We have to investigate. The South African government, they have been trying to access the body. They could not access the body because of the impediment here for court, because of the injunction. But when the case collapsed and the injunction fell off, they now had the opportunity to access the body. And that's how they did the postmortem. They did the postmortem without the family because this is a criminal matter. A criminal matter where even the family are suspects. Even the family are suspect, especially looking at how they conducted themselves, how they have been secretive about the death, how they have been secretive about the name on when they took Eddie Galungu to hospital, how they have been secretive with the body. Remember, there were church services which were conducted and they couldn't bring the body. They have been hiding the body. And the South African government are saying, what is going on here? We need to find out. We need to make sure we know how this man died. And in this investigation, everyone is a suspect. Makebi Zulu and the wife, they are actually prime suspects. Because they are the ones that knows. They are the ones that took Edgar Lunga to the hospital. They are the ones that used the fake name. They are the ones that have been quiet on how he died. They are the ones that have been hiding the body. Meanwhile, Makebi Zulu aspires to become president and he takes over from Edgar Lungu. He is even saying, Edgar Lungu left me to be president. So Makebi Zulu seems to have benefited out of the death of Edgar Chagwalungu. For that matter, Makebi Zulu is a prime suspect. And Esther Abamungishenchito becomes an accomplice. That's why they are circumstantial suspects. And surely, as suspects, can they call them to come and do the postmortem? No. A postmortem where they call the family, it is where they're trying to find out Ubulwele, a sickness. What sickness killed him? But in this instance, we don't even know. Whether it was a sickness, whether it was whatever, we don't know. So in this instance, it is a pure criminal investigation. And that's why they are calling it forensic autopsy. So the family cannot be called because the family are a prime suspects. At this point in time, they have done the postmortem and they have handed over the body back because Makebi Zulu put an injunction. And Makebi Zulu has gone to the Supreme Court to ask the Supreme Court to reinstate the matter in the Supreme Court. In short, what I'm saying is that we still have time because the return date for the injunction is 21st May. And that application which he has made, asking the court to reinstate the matter, I don't know when it will be heard. So that case is still there. The body at the moment is in the hands of the family. The Zambian government at this point in time, they are just a bystander. They are not doing anything. The postmortem was done by the South African police because they are investigating the matter. At the moment, the Zambian government, they are just participating as a litigant, and not that they are the ones calling the shots. The Zambian government is not calling the shots. And certainly not President Hakainde Hichilema. Not President Hakainde Hichilema. It is in the hands of the South African government, and there are different government departments such as the police and the courts. This is what we have been discussing. The next time you see Makebi Zulu, ask him, Makebi Zulu, how did Edgar Lungu die? How did Edgar Lungu die? What name did you register him when you took him to the hospital? Ask Makebi Zulu these things. Because he's busy accusing people, but they have not told us, how did Edgar Lungu die? That is the question that you should be asking them. I think I'm leaving it on that. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night.